Hi everyone, Ashley with Create Lafayette here. This is just a little demo I wanted to do for y'all to show y'all how to do the no-sew fabric applique with HTV edging trick. So basically for this design right here, I designed for my daughter the silver out here. Forgot to color it in on this photo, but this will be blue HTV, the same as on the inside. These are going to be silver, the little diamonds, and then the top of the bulb is going to be glitter silver as well. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we want to do is to use our Heat and Bond Ultra Hold, which is this stuff. You really want to make sure you have the Ultra Hold because it's the one that it's going to turn your fabric basically into a heat transfer material. It's going to stick to the garment. So even if you weren't to put an edging around it with the heat transfer vinyl, it would be okay through multiple washes. If you were to buy the one that's the Heat and Bond Light, that one actually does not have any kind of stick to it at all. It's just kind of lining your fabric. The Heat and Bond Light is actually more suitable for appliques, for embroidery and stuff like that, because those are safe to sew through on your sewing machine. This stuff is not safe to sew through on your sewing machine. It'll gum up your needle really bad. See right there, it says no sew. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm gonna go ahead and take my shirt off. I'm gonna show y'all first of all how to do the fabric with the Heat and Bond Ultra Hold. I will be using a heat pillow for this tutorial because I love them. So you put your fabric face side down, your Heat and Bond Ultra Hold. You wanna make sure the textured side, that's actually the adhesive, is gonna be facing the back of your fabric. And then I have my Teflon already on my heat press, so we're going to heat press that on there. There are no real rules on how to use your heat press for this step, so I usually just wing it. Maybe like 5 to 8 seconds. Okay, so we would then let this cool off. And in order to cut this on your machine, you want to trim it. This isn't absolutely necessary, but it's kind of important because this paper part is the kind that you were going to stick down, the side that you're going to stick down to your mat. So I'm just going to do a quick little corner so I can show y'all on a mat what it looks like. And this is just a little example. All I could find was my giant mat. So you take your Heat and Bond Ultra Hold, the paper side down. So you would stick that to your mat and cut it on your cutting machine just like that. I use the fabric setting on mine and it worked perfectly. I got my circle. So after you do that, after you remove your circle from the cutting mat, you want to make sure, this is really important, that you peel away the paper backing. And you'll feel on this side there's like a little texture to it. That's your Ultra Hold stuff on there. So next what we're going to do is grab our shirt and put it on your heat press. I'm going to put the heat pillow inside of it. Get it lined up nicely on your press. Okay, and you want to preheat your garment for a few seconds, get the wrinkles out. Okay, so first step is we're going to kind of line everything up. Just want to make sure everything is going to line up nicely and that the top of her little bulb right here is not going to go up too high. Okay, I think that's perfect. So I'm going to try to get this black and white fabric as straight as possible. Okay, now I'm going to heat press this. Like I said again, there's no real heat press rules on how long to do it for, so I'm just going to go for 5 to 8 seconds. Okay, now that is on there. That is not going to peel off anymore. So the next thing I want to do is her monogram. And you just want to make sure it's completely covering the outline as best as possible. We're going to press this again. I'm just going to do a quick tack, so maybe 5 seconds. And then I'm going to come back with my little sparkly diamond things. Press that, quick tack again. Peel that. And then I'm going to come back with the top of our bowl ornament. I'm just going to quick tack that one, and then the last one I'm going to press for the full amount of time. If you were to press it for the full amount of time with the carrier sheet over it, overlapping one of the pieces, it'll probably leave a large indentation. So I just like to quick tack until my final step, and then you just make sure your Teflon is on there, and then you press for the full 15 seconds. Alrighty, there we go. I think her shirt came out pretty awesome. I used the iridescent silver. It's a really cool sparkle. It looks great. Well, there you go. I hope this was helpful. Y'all have a good evening.